Thank you. Thank you, Brenna, for the introduction. And I'm always very nervous when people introduce me with 2 decades of experience, meaning me being very old, which I don't look that old, but me, on the bright side, I do have something to share with everyone. So before I start, I want to try my best to share my sincerity to my Japanese friends here. Konnichiwa, watashi wa no Browan CEO Henry Huang desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Thank you very much. I hope I did it right. So if there is any grammatic or pronunciation errors, should not impact my sincerity to you, all right? So today, instead of, I'm sorry. Oh, here, okay. We have gone through a lot of excellence, industrial application, vertical market application of different scenarios, which is very exciting and very much of what is needed in the industry area. Today, I'm trying to take this opportunity to share with you, or instead building a foundation to explore the opportunity to discuss more or rethink a little bit about how we might be able to work together or put our heads together to move into the direction of using LoRaWAN technology into consumer markets. So I roll on with the slides here. This is the information that I came across last month that publishes the results of how many 88 millions of LoRaWAN chipsets was actually shipped into the market. This is actually very encouraging and exciting for us as a member in this ecosystem, where we see a very strong growth trend is still continuing in, that is growing over the years and in the past years. So we think the growth of this, we analyze it and we believe and we are experiencing that the growth of this trend is actually coming from vertical market demand, utility, municipal demands for different applications, and we have a strong community supporting it, meaning with great application products and making the products easy for installation or plug and play kind of design, and also a very strong management platform for whatever is being deployed into the market. And of course, to justify ROI for the management to sign off the budget to get it into the real scenario to help them improve the management effectiveness and efficiency. So in the meantime, with all the strength, the strong growth and strong demand coming out from the vertical market, we were thinking like a child, trying to explore the future potential with a very bright future. We came back to the origin, back in 2013, before the LoRaWAN Alliance was even established. We were thinking about the potential of LoRaWAN in 3 sectors. The first one in vertical market, second one in public sectors, and smart home as the third one. These 3 combines the huge pie of LoRaWAN that could be applicable for different application demand. And we see that it has been very successful, and the adoption rate of LoRaWAN in the vertical market and public sector is very strong in the last 3 to 4 years. I think this is well known to peers here sitting here as an audience and myself. We all have seen and experienced how this growth have helped us being success in the business. So perhaps coming towards into the next 3 years, and perhaps starting now, shall we think about smart home being a contributor for higher growth and bigger market pie with LoRaWAN technology? And that is what we think perhaps is something that could add on and provide a continuous compound annual growth rate even above 30%. And so we did a simple, quick scan of the market research from different people, from IoT size for consumer markets. Of course, this is a combination of different technology that might contribute to the revenue size that is being evaluated. You see a lot of very positive analysis of how the consumer markets will be receiving IoT products into the next 3, even 5 years. Just to share with you some of the numbers, you could see from 153 billion, 292 billion, and so on, 15% average compound annual growth rate, and so on, which is all in all strong and a very attractive sectors to move in. So we see that with the current assessment, the market demand is there for consumers. People need some sort of IoT. We know it. And we believe after the years of improving our existing products, the product itself has been improved to a stage where it's ready for consumers' application or consumers' deployment. And the solutions are ready, the applications are there, the apps are being developed, the easiness of installation is also there. With a scan of QR code, you got things set up for monitoring of your window and doors, for your PIR motion sensors and things like that. And we believe we have come to a point of the cost performance requirements for consumers to consider the product. But on the downside, perhaps, there's a lot of mixed messages in the IoT arena where, should I use this? Can you connect to that? Well, who are you? What is LoRa? And things going on with a regular person. I'm trying to convince my friends or trying to share with them what is LoRaWAN. This is a new name to them. And I'm trying to tell my father that there's something available for him when he forgets to close the door. He does that a lot. But I don't blame him, right? I might do that the same a few years later. Anyway, and then there's also perhaps some reconsideration of the previous go-to-market effort that might not be effective, because we used to do that like 5, 6 years ago to approach the consumer markets, that we weren't too successful in that. And we maneuver, and eventually we saw some opportunity coming up from the industrial side. So as Browan, we have end-to-end solution from devices, gateway to a management system to address the vertical market. And we believe with that sets of product availability, we should be able to address the demand coming up from the consumer market. But the approach was not correctly executed, perhaps. And then, as I mentioned earlier, awareness of LoRaWAN in consumer markets. Should we tell them it's LoRaWAN, or we just tell them it's IoT? Just go ahead, use it, something like this. And the connectivity of different wireless technology is also making it very confusing, right? You have Wi-Fi at home, probably you have Bluetooth for connectivity, and then you have your broadband connection at home. You have a lot of RFID scanning of different things. You confuse people of, can you do that with this and that? So there's still an area where we could improve the understanding of how we could help the consumers with a very simple technology to achieve what they need on the daily life. So, as humble as a monkey like us, Browan, we think, what should we do? Because we know that there's a market available. We know that the products are ready. So how should we approach, or what should we start with? So I'm sharing with you what we thought. So we start off by analyzing what's available out there by a matrix of high impact, slow burning, and then failure and low impact on the left, on this matrix, to see what is actually bringing the benefits and the change that we could afford to maneuver and address the consumer markets adequately. So we thought we could start with water leak at home, because we have friends who have big houses, winter houses in Europe, and summer houses. When they moved, when they are in the summer houses during winter time, there are pipelines in the winter house got busted. And this because of the frozen, freezy weather in the northern area. The pipe burst because of the water being frozen up. And so water leakage sensors was something that we thought might be useful. Motion sensors for garage sensing or different small warehouse sensings, door window sensors for my father, as I mentioned, and air quality sensor and temperature sensors to start with. We hope that it could bring in the highest benefit, the smallest change from the existing product that we offer into the market to address the consumer's requirements. So we created a brand, we call it MerryIoT, because we think that into the 21st century, it is emphasized as a feminist century where we see a lot of empowerment towards the female population. And we want the people who use MerryIoT to be merry when using it. Because up until today, when your Wi-Fi, I'm not sure, excuse me, no offense, but when the Wi-Fi at home breaks down, my wife cries at me. Henry, get it done, right? I mean, Wi-Fi is everywhere. I thought you know how to use it, right? But now we hope that by using MerryIoT, your wife don't even need to come to you. They do it themselves, making the technology more friendly and more easier for installation. So we call it MerryIoT, hopefully to improve the quality of life of your family. So we have the application for it. We develop an app, mobile app to control your home's sensors. We want to open up professional e-channels instead of going through the traditional channels for the distribution of the products in this extent. We are also looking for a cooperation with LoRaWAN network providers around the world, where a few of the names on the members' boards that we are working with. And we are also looking for perhaps some new businesses or for new ventures that is smart home-oriented system integrators. And we are looking for the cooperation partners to come together and tell us. We share with them, they tell us what is needed, and we eventually form a good foundation that would bring us to address the market that we built together in 2 or 3 years' time. So we built MerryIoT with this slogan, home monitoring in the new age. And we want to make it as simple as the sensors connecting to whatever speaking device at home, Alexa, Echo, alike, that would then further connect your cell phone to alarm you about what is being sensed and there's an action to it. And we have a small conceptual cartoon to make it easier to accept, to share with you to see how we could improve the quality of life at home by using LoRaWAN as the IoT sensors for you to help your home management. I think my friend here would have to help me with this. How do I broadcast this? Just hit it? So please enjoy the 2 minutes cartoon. Okay, good. So this is how we think of a smart home application should be. And to start with, this is still a white paper that I am inviting my fellow friends and colleagues here in the ecosystem to come together and work together to paint this picture into the future, and we will actualize it into real products to make our daily life even better. So you can contact us from these different social medias, and you can also get me, I think, anywhere here. We have a table back there, and you can check more information about that. So we welcome more dialogues with our friends, because what we just show you, 5 sensors, is not applicable worldwide yet. I think in different areas of the world, you have different needs and wants for monitoring, for different purposes that I perhaps don't have access to. So I would really appreciate your help and advices and opinions to help us build a stronger product portfolio and a stronger MerryIoT product line that addresses your specific geographic area or specific area of application, that we will be more than happy to build it into a real product at a very affordable prices to go to the joint marketing effort into the market. And so let's continuously do a brainstorming. I will still always inviting different friends for short talks and coffee, so don't be too afraid if I show up and ask you to share a coffee. But I will buy you a coffee, not share a coffee though. And then have a small talk about that. And then we have a joint effort for the new market, as I said. And then we create new business model to approach the consumer markets effectively with a more advanced business model. Because this concludes my presentation today. I hope I have used this opportunity to build this foundation for our future discussion. And I thank you again for your time, for your attention to this presentation, and I look forward to the opportunity to exchange information with you. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.